Hallo, guten Tag, mein Name ist Frau Wandinger. Ciao, come state? Welcome to my video. I'm just in Italy visiting my grandma for her 86th birthday, and I realized there are some differences between German people and Italian people. Business presentations. Hallo, guten Tag, mein Name ist Frau Wandinger. Welcome to this presentation about how can we increase customer satisfaction upon targeting a niche market. Ai miei amici, come state voi? Come è andata? Oh, stamattina la mia figlia era malata e era un disastro, davvero. Puh, che ne dici? So in Germany, a business presentation will be held very classy. You dress to impress, very chic. Suit and tie is okay. The meeting will probably start 5 minutes early because everyone is already in 15 minutes early anyways. Then there will be short, clear sentences presenting only the important information which was previously selected. The presenting person will have a low voice and speak well modulated. By the way, in Germany, everybody always works at night time, during the weekends. Nobody is complaining. You basically live to work and to have a great career. Italy. If you have a business presentation in Italy, you better get prepared for some things. First of all, it's dress as you like to, but you need to stand out from the mass, either by wearing a very unique hairstyle or by wearing a really low-cut dress or short, tight dress. Or, of course, bright colored lipsticks. The meeting will probably start 2 hours after the scheduled time, if there even was a time scheduled. Usually it will just say, during business hours on Monday. However, if there was a time scheduled, be prepared, there will be people walking in even 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, and they will walk in chatting and strolling, walking really slow, and they will not stop their chat just because now they entered your presentation. Anyways, everyone else is not paying attention as well, so why would they start now? There will be fast-spoken sentences with a lot of information which has nothing to do with what the meeting will be about. Instead, they will tell you their problems with their car, with their grandma, what their kids are doing, all these things, and the really essential information, that's why the meeting was being held, will not be told to you at this meeting. But there will be a presentation, and throughout the whole presentation, the presenting person will be yelling at you and will have a very, very wild voice modulation. Sì, ieri ho fatto questo, ma oggi non mi piace e non sono venuto qua perché puoi andare anche tu, no? Non solo devo fare io queste cose, anche puoi fare tu qualcosa, eh? So, in Italy, nobody ever works. Never. If you're trying to call a hotline that's supposed to be open 24/7, you will get an electronic answering machine, and you will never find anyone working for these companies. Probably they don't exist. Gas stations are all self-service. I mean, that's a thing in the States. In Germany, it's not really common there's always some service. Italy, no. Shops, restaurants, everything closes during midday. So if you are hungry, you better prepare that there will be nothing open between like 1 and 5 in the afternoon. So Italian people work to live, to travel, to have a good life, to eat good, to raise their kids. It's all about life. Nobody cares about work, really. So let's speak about traffic. So in Germany, it works like this. When you are on a major road, you will drive. You will not look left, you will not look right, you will just keep going because you are on the major road. You are right to drive. Everyone else has to wait for you, so you will not even look if somebody might have not seen you. You will also never let anyone pass by your car when you are on the main road and somebody tries to sneak in. Never. That's a no-go. It's your right to be first there, and you won't make any negotiation about that. Street signs in Germany are to be taken very seriously. We do have a lot of street signs, like way too many probably, and they are like religion. So even when you see someone else disregarding a sign, you will go to the police and notify them about this because it needs to be punished. The highway in Germany does not have any limits, so you can drive whatever you like to. If you got a good car, you might drive your 230 kilometers per hour. If you have a medium quality car, you can still go 180 kilometers per hour. But the typical German will decide to speed about 80 kilometers per hour. First of all, because you want to be sure, and second, because you might only have taken 200 driving lessons and you're just not sure enough about that speeding. Italy. You drive how and when you want. Street signs are unclear anyways, so why even pay attention to them? At the cross, you will start driving whenever another driver isn't fast enough, isn't paying attention, or you are just in a rush, which Italian people are always. You will just drive straight to work. You will not even stop. If there's a traffic jam, however, you have to stop. Signs is one thing, traffic jam is another thing. So here there's a bit more trust. However, busy and hurried Italian people will be mad at you if you do not foresee the switching traffic jam light and are not already driving when it's orange. So the second it turns orange, you're supposed to drive your car. Like, go. And they will horn at you and they will get mad because you're supposed to be already across the street when it's green. There's a lot of cars, there's not a lot of space. So when you're at a place and there's no parking lot, or it's just not available because it's already everything full, you will just make a new parking lot, which is easy. Just make space somewhere and leave your car wherever you find space. No traffic tickets on that one. The highway limit in Italy, everywhere, there's no exceptions, is about 130. Hey, cool, I got the new GTA, let's test it. Let's just see how fast it goes. If they really get a speeding ticket, they will know someone at the police or their aunt, their grandma. Someone will know someone who works at the police who can delete your speeding ticket. Why even care? All Italian people are awesome drivers. Parties. German people tend to celebrate in a small cycle, just the closest friends. Of course, your parents are not invited, that's not cool. Of course, before the party starts, it needs a lot of preparation. So you will send out a list with everyone's name on it and what they need to bring and exactly how much of it. So it will be like, Müller, you bring 15 Weißwurst. That's like the famous sausages. Then will be Maya, you bring like a box of beer. And so on and so on. Around 11, you'll start to say your goodbyes because, of course, you don't want to annoy your neighbors. Most of the people have to work the following day. Also, music will be played in a decent sound level. Italian people, the party will start sometime after 8. The person organizing the party will provide all the food, all the drinks for everyone. What the guests are actually bringing to the party is all their relatives, all their friends, all their families. So you might have invited 10 people and about 120 people will show up because there will be Grandma X and Grandma Epsilon and the little kids. And your 95-year-old grandma will play with your little 5-year-old daughter for the whole night and will not look at the clock. Music will be always played way too loud so that people find it hard to have a normal conversation. However, they will still try to have a conversation and just start screaming at each other really bad. Also, some people, once they start to have a few wines, like to participate in the music more and they start singing. 99% of the time, Italian parties do have a karaoke machine somewhere. Even if it's a 500 people party and you can sing for all these 500 people. If they want to or not, if you have talent or not. And regardless your talent, you will sing it loud, of course. The party will end whenever it's ending, but Thinking about Italian people usually have dinner around 9 and they're always late, so you might start dinner at 10. So maybe if you're lucky around midnight, you are at the dessert already. If you like your neighbors, of course they will just be there with their families and their kids. If you don't like them, nobody really cares about them. Food. So, in Germany, foreign food is seen as something culturally and educational. So you can order food 24/7 and you can find whatever you want. Chinese, Indian, African, whatever you're up to, and you will find a very good quality for a respectable price. If you prefer American fast food or coffee chains, however, you can find that as well, probably around every corner. In Italy, however, foreign food seems not to be liked a lot. You can find Chinese food for like €3, fast noodles, soup, or some chicken. Or people really don't seem to be fascinated about Chinese food over here. You cannot order food all the time. And speaking about international chains, Italy does not do international chains. No Starbucks, 1 or 2 McDonald's, 0 Starbucks. Nowhere in Italy there will be a Starbucks. Italian people love their own coffee and you gotta drink Italian coffee because it's good. There's one last thing, so let's take a look at the girls. When they're young, I'd say there are a lot of pretty German girls and there are a lot of very, very beautiful Italian girls. When they get old, German girls, they don't change so much from how they were when they were young. Of course, they get a bit more calm and things change, but basically their personality, the way they do things, the way they plan things will be the same. It only might happen that your wife never has time for you because of her job and stuff like that. But Italian people, however, 50-50 chance. Beautiful young girl, beautiful old lady who will be like 75 years but still look like 50, eat healthy, take care of her hairdresser once per week and have their manicures and pedicures. Or beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Italian young girl, you marry her, which she will be fat, she will be wearing a beard, she will stop shaving under her arms, her hair will start falling out or lose color. Her favorite food out of a sudden is not salad anymore, it's just fried vegetables or pizza or pasta. Yeah, all us Italians really do love pastries, it's true. Like the vanilla rondello, yes, it's awesome, it's our addiction. There's a step to overdo pasta and pizza, there's a step to overdo fried fish, and these girls will really do it, and they will just switch from 0 to 100. She will be like, I hope you enjoyed this really long video, and yeah, see you soon. Germany is a very organized and serious country, although that we take in a lot of refugees. Nobody will ever beg for money in the streets, because the state will pay a lot of support money to unemployed foreigners. In Italy, however, you can find Afro-American people around every corner, and they sell you just whatever you want. Berlusconi just doesn't care. Speaking about politics, in Germany, history, especially about the Second and First World War, is taught a lot. Things that happened are taken very serious. On the contrary, in Italy, people will be more like, what? Who's Mussolini? I don't know that guy. Or Mussolini, Hitler, and Stalin walk into a bar.